Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the Seventh Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spike gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Taya waiting.
The Shadow Dragons have a hideout in Docktown. We should check in, see if there's news on the Venatori.
Already?
They work fast, and with that relic case off their hands, they'll work even faster. Meet you in Docktown.
Need and knowledge.
Fewer people than I expected. Let's find Asher.
Asher?
The Viper. He prefers to be called Asher in private. Said I could tell you.
Trouble in the Anvalanim. Darkspawn.
But those tunnels are safe passage for...
I know. We've had to close that entrance.
We can help. We recently had to deal with Blight. Those Darkspawn have to be destroyed before they get out into the city.
If you get through, signal the all clear at the hidden door.
This is troubling. Darkspawn in the city.
And in one of the worst places. The Shadows rely on those tunnels to rescue people.
Found all this myself. Treasure. Don't touch unless you're buying. Gold for treasure.
The Anvalanim should have an entrance this way. The passage is hidden by a wall. Venatori. Why are they so close to the shop?
It's not.
There. Is that the wall carving you mentioned?
That's the one. There's a switch behind the serpent's head on the left.
Good.
Like the ossuary, but without the view.
Don't like the sound of that. get through now.
I hate tunnels. Let's kill those Shadow Dragon rats so I can leave this place. Shadow Dragon agents, they're down here with us. Get them. Run for reinforcements.
Reinforcements. We can't let them reach the Shadow Dragon hideout. More Venatori. We have to take out the leaders.
And take that. Don't make it look easy.
We have company. Need to find the other boil.
That's one for Rook. Get rid of the right pools or the chance won't keep coming. Let's do this again. Those Darkspawn and Venatori were on the same side.
I know. And that worries me. At least that seems to be the last of them.
It should be safe for the shadows. Choose the entrance again.
Let's find it and tell them to open up.
There it is, the hidden entrance back into the shop.
It's Rook. All clear down here.
Nice work. I'll get the door. Good that you're still standing. Best let Asher know.
How did the Venatori find the Shadow Dragon's hideout? Isn't it a secret?
We help the people in Docktown. They know where we are. Someone might have talked about the shop. People spreading rumors, that's easy to handle. But Darkspawn, that's different.
You really saved our skins there, Rook. Those Darkspawn could have destroyed us.
It wasn't just Darkspawn. Venatori were there too, and they weren't fighting each other.
How is that possible? Darkspawn attack all living things.
Darkspawn are blighted. If the gods control the blight, they might control the Darkspawn.
Darkspawn or Venatori makes no difference. We'll defeat them all.
If you're looking for answers about the Venatori, I may have a lead. A warehouse on the other side of the city. Lots of cult activity. And some of them were spotted heading towards a shop. Could be a coincidence, or it could be something more.
It's worth a look.
Agreed. Rook?
Let's go.
One day you'll move.
The Viper, or Asher, I suppose. Is he the leader of the Shadow Dragons?
One of them. He made his name freeing slaves and supporting their rebellions. He won't stop until slavery ends in Tevinter.
What is life without art?
So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Venatori, we're close. Lord Venatori, guard. Now's your chance.
Locked. There has to be another way in.
know? It's a Venatori. It must be close. It's all the Venatori guarding the place.
I'm ready. Let's go.
I know a Venatori ritual when I hear one, and I know they hate being interrupted.
Summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it. All set.
Why would anyone want Darkspawn?
We fight as one.
Now's your chance!
Faithful is dying.
Their strength! Just say when.
I am blessed.
On it!
I'm ready.
Leave it in for the rest of us!
That's all of the Darkspawn and Venatori. Let's search the place, figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn. Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Hey, Rook. Is everything all right in there? Rook, I thought I'd see if you needed help. Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually a Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
You managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and Gillenane like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori and risen gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mayvaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mayvaris Talani, formerly Magister Mayvaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again. I remember the Knight Commander before Lenos. He actually tried to help people. Made it. Enemies that way.
I'm not surprised. They claim we exist to deal with magic gone wrong. But the mages... decide what that means.
Would you rather it be like the South with...
They're telling us to wait.
But what if the Darkspawn come back?
I'll stand in
Hiring the demon of Virantium was yours.
Say the word. On the job.
Please, go on. So, hiring the demon of Virantium was your suggestion.
It was a possible lead. Finding things and tracking Venatori. That's what I'm here for.
After all the jobs I did in Minrathis, the last thing I expected was a Tevinter mage to be involved in breaking me out.
Well, good. I hate for assassins to find me predictable.
The Magistery has been wide between the islands.
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you. An upstart assassin whose grandstanding against the Antam attracted too much attention. Sounds brazen, even for an Antivan crow.
Do you know what the Antam do to prisoners? Those people needed saving, and I didn't have time to ask for permission.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
We've been tracking a mage named Solus. He's actually several thousand years old. In Elven mythology, he's known as Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf, god of lies.
That is a number of titles.
Well, Fen'Harel is Elven for Dreadwolf, so that only counts as one, but yeah, you're not wrong. Anyway, he wanted to tear down the Veil and restore the ancient Elven Empire. We stopped his ritual.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
It's no fairy tale. When we stopped Solus, something got out. According to the Veil Jumpers, it was the Elven gods Elganan and Gillenane. And they're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
That's not gonna happen.
I assure you, it will.
We don't have time to fight. I need Grey Wardens marching with me, not at me. That's the only way we have a chance to stop the gods and the Blight.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
That was close. Wasn't looking forward to being dragged off to a Grey Warden dungeon. Who should I be thanking for the assist?
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Mevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons.
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
The First Warden's a problem. If he won't help, I need him to stay out of my way.
I'm sure he'll show up again. Like an ulcer. For now, pay him no mind. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Menrathus lounge sipping wine. You need the Wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the Veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, That dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
Just tell me already.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads. You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
We sail.
I'm cold. I felt it the moment the boat docked.
That's the Fade going right to your bones.
Dogs full. Let's clear them out.
All set.
Stay covered! We need to close it!
The Darkspawn are here. The blight on this island must be running wild.
The gods want this place. They do not care how they defile it.
Over there. Another entryway like the one that took us to that Solus memory. Wait. What happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Andaran Atishan, Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus. Whatever happened in this memory, he was personally involved.
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. We're spirits of disruption. Let's act like it.
I've been called disruptive a time or two.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp. Think like a spirit of disruption.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
Take them down!
More enemies. Go.
They bring the strength of the Fade!
We're almost through to their citadel. The nearest.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. Will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them. Death to our tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached this Citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths? Solus, we're supposed to be better than that!
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
Maybe they would have volunteered to die for his cause, but he never asked.
Let's see what this fragment could tell us.